Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back talking some boxing. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Devin Haney and Luke Campbell have a misunderstanding. They both with Matchroom. Devin Haney is saying that the WBC or the WBC is saying that Devin Haney is being reinstated as the regular WBC champion. As we know, Lomachenko is the franchise champion. Can't win or lose that belt from him. I don't know how him and T.O. is undisputed. But Luke Campbell said he don't know what Devin Haney is talking about, that him and Fortuna is still fighting for a title, and, you know, he's still training for that. My thing is this. You shouldn't even be fighting for a title. You just fought for a title and you lost. You know what I'm saying? You lost to Lomachenko. They should let Devin Haney handle that business better than you did. You went in there and did that beta male punching shit you do. You know what I'm saying? Not punch through the target, trying to outbox Lomachenko. You came in with the wrong game plan. You had your shot. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. You know, Luke Campbell sitting here getting mad. You know, oh, I should be fighting for the title when I'm supposed to be. No, how you coming off a loss for a vacant title and you fighting for another title? You should be just happy just to be, you know, still in boxing after that performance, man. Eddie Hearn should clip your fucking wings. You was supposed to go in there and you was supposed to handle your business versus Lomachenko. It wasn't even supposed to get that far. You know, Luke got the punching power, but Luke just ain't aggressive enough. He said out there, he tried to go out there and outbox Lomachenko. We all know you couldn't outbox Lomachenko. Now, why did him and his trainer come out with that game plan? I don't know. He should have came out there and fought Lomachenko and banged it out with Lomachenko. And he gave Lomachenko a run for his money. Lomachenko was all wilted up a little bit, but just sit there and try to fight with the guy. You know what I'm saying? At one point, like he was gonna get knocked out, but credit to him, he dug down and did what he had to do. So don't get mad at Lomachenko because, you know, he fought a Div, got the title, he got injured, and now he coming back. Him and Fortuna was supposed to be the fight that was on. You can just get next if you want to. That's what a real motherfucker would say. Like, okay, cool, I'll get next. I'll fight Devin Haney. Not try to get no easy title because Fortuna probably was going to beat Luke Campbell. You know, in my opinion, I probably would have favored Fortuna. Luke soft. He just ain't got he ain't got no go-getter in him. Fortuna probably would have beat him upside his head a couple times and got the win. People talking about, Campbell would have won. Man, Campbell coming off a loss. Fortuna is a lot different. You know, at 135, he hard to fight. He not going to fight a full, 36 minutes in the ring, but he gonna make it a good fight. And that's why it's such a good fight for Devin Haney. Fortuna, he lost to Jezreel Corrales. That's one of the toughest guys to fight in boxing with his style. But he did come back and get Eastern run for his money. I think he was beating Granados before the fake injury happened because they was taking points away in Texas, favoring the Hispanic fighter. No matter where you from, you could be a Mexican from Alaska. In Texas, they gonna support you. And he pulled that shit in on the Earl and Campbell on the card. But this would be a tough fight. And then you got certain dudes that on here, no matter what the scenario is, they so top rank or they so anti-PBC or they PBC, they so anti-DAZN, they anti, top rank. You got some guys that's just so, you can't take their opinion seriously, bro. They just hate one entity more than the other and or the others. And they just don't like the dude, like dudes. You could be, the greatest fighter on the planet and you could fight for PBC. And you can be, I just don't like PBC. And they pick you to lose. You're going to lose to Golovkin. Or you're going to lose to this guy. You're going to lose that guy. Like, what happened to just unbiased boxing, dude, as far as the fans? Like, I just going to pick this dude because I think he could win. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to pick this dude because I genuinely like this dude. I take that at this point. It come down to people picking dudes or picking against dudes because the company you fight for. You know what I'm saying? They did that with Devin Haney, man. The local dummy box community or the Lions Den ballhead community, they did that shit versus Devin Haney. When Devin Haney went to the zone, they all was like, F Devin Haney. He made a bad decision. He should sign with Al and whoop-de-whoop. Now his daddy talked to them, all of a sudden they changed their tune. Like Manny Fresh changing the beat versus Scott Storch. You can't, like I said, I don't trust no motherfuckers like that, dog. If you ain't about, when we talk about boxing, if your shit ain't, your agenda ain't about boxing, bro, and you hating on a motherfucker because who he signed with, bro, that's just some of that new age boxing stuff. Man, if you a good fighter at top rank, you a good fighter with the zone, you a good fighter on PBC, I rock with you. You want to fight the best, but you can't get mad at Luke Campbell when you think you got 2 title shots that you ain't deserve. He didn't deserve the first title shot. Just had lost to Jorge Linares. What the fuck is he talking about? Then he come back and probably fight. I don't even know who he fought. Probably nobody. He get ranked number 1. They need a whole nother system. They're talking about who can fight for titles, who can fight for vacant titles. You get up there, it'll be a mandatory. You should have a certain amount of fights in the top 10. You should have 2 fights in the top 10, not 10 and 9. You should have 2 fights in the top 10. You should have 2 fights in the top 5 versus top 5 opponents, or 3 fights versus top 5 opponents to get a title shot, or at least 2. All this is just unnecessary, dude. Luke Campbell just lost, and you talking about he number 1 because Eddie Hearn probably sent a check over there. Man, kiss my ass. Let Devin Haney prove himself versus Fortuna. He long, he's strong. He fought that Santiago kid. It should prepare him from Fortuna. Fortuna is going to be a great gauge to let us know where Devin Haney is. Beating up on Luke Campbell coming off a loss tells me really nothing about Devin Haney. Well, Devin Haney still ain't fought nobody. Fortuna, Luke lost to Yevgeny Mendy, and then, he beat him, but then he lost to Lomachenko. So Devin got him coming off a loss. So fight Fortuna, tough guy, rugged guy. You're going to learn a lot fighting to Fortuna. We're going to learn a lot watching Devin Haney. Can Devin Haney deal with the frustration? Can Devin Haney deal with the rugged, awkward, in-out fighting of Javier Fortuna? That's what we're going to learn. We're going to learn a lot about this kid fighting a guy like Dougie Fresh, Javier Fortuna. Luke Campbell, he can fight him next and start building your resume up. Then people can stop saying Devin Haney ain't fought nobody. Because Mason Bernard, the Davidiv, the other cat he fought, the African brother, that was nice. He still ain't got no names, but Fortuna gave him a solid name, man. He just gave Easter everything he wanted and more. He was giving Granados a good fight. And we'll see. As far as that fight go, if that's the fight they order, and they really didn't install him as WBC champion, Haney gonna show us, bro, how to deal with those awkward overhand lefts, overhand rights. And you deal with that like D. Pooler came on with us, keeping your hands up, controlling your distance, and working that jab. You know what I'm saying? But, for Fortuna, he a tough guy to fight. He don't fight 36 minutes. He fighting spurts, and he real awkward, bro. He kind of remind you of, a really, really poor man's, Roy Jones without the athleticism, man. You got guys out here like that. John Pascal was trying to be Roy Jones and try to play that style. He just didn't have enough style. He didn't have enough skills and athleticism, to really pull that style up. But he was dangerous because he can lead off with left or right hooks and really didn't utilize his jab like that. So Fortuna lead off with them slapping overhand lefts and rights. So Haney got to keep his hands up, and Haney gonna have to, get his straight punches there before Fortuna punches get there. He do that. Devin Haney he can make a statement by scoring a knockout here. And then he can handle Lukey Campbell. Ooh, so honey. Ooh, so honey. He can handle Luke Campbell out there in these streets, man. So I wonder where Eddie Hearn stand on this. Is he going to get Devin Haney on the IG Live? I don't know if he had him on there yet. I ain't seen it. If he did, have him again and explain this situation, or get on IG and explain this situation. It was a video that surfaced that Mauricio Suleiman had, boxers, all the boxing promoters on. He had Loeffler, he had Eric Gomez, Carl Moretti from Top Rank, they matchmaker. I'm going to say promoters, but representations of promoters talking about boxing and stuff of that nature. And he had them all on one Zoom stream. All I'm saying is this, dude, y'all need to make better fights while you got him on there. And that started off with the WBC Mauricio Suleiman Jr. stop ordering bullshit ass fights like Luke Campbell, who just came off a loss to fight for another vacant title. Stop doing that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking payoffs for number 1. Danny Garcia, he don't deserve no damn title shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Dillian White, make that motherfucker fight Luis Ortiz or somebody for a title shot instead of sit there and cry like a little baby back bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it started with the sanction belt bodies doing their job and enforcing them. If Top Rank and PBC, if Bob Arum, ESPN Top Rank don't want to mess with you, they want to fall out of favor with you. So what? If you the real most prestigious belt, you the number one belt going, fix this broken system. Stop ordering stupid ass mandatories, man. But hey, Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to me there if you have a business question, inquiry, response, video question, want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, description. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget my other channel back up and running, Motor City Sports Talk, for people that didn't know about that. Should be posting the podcast pretty soon. Got a podcast over there on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, the whole nine. So I'm gonna be unveiling that podcast real soon once I can this podcast, so I can connect with a few people and get it rolling. So appreciate it. Love, support to everybody out there. One time for the one time we gone.